welcome to my views and news. First news story is from Jigjiga, Somali region of Ethiopia, where Tigrayans are in detention. Tigrayans speaking Ethiopian National Defense Force members are in prison there. Secondly, Ethiopian army yesterday shared some pictures from southern Oromia. Two kebeles have been retaken by Ethiopian army. The kebeles were under the control of Oromo Liberation Army. Thirdly, arrests are being seen in Oromia after the start of conflict within Orthodox Church. We are seeing that bishops, priests loyal to the Matthias led faction are being arrested, and some of those who have been arrested are the ones who have been preaching in Afan Oromo language, writing books in Afan Oromo language. An artist has also been arrested around 48 hours ago. And lastly, viewers, bank money transfer receipts are being shared. The money was transferred to a bishop, newly appointed. We know that three-member splinter group of Orthodox Church made some appointments a few days ago. 26 bishops were appointed. That led to start of conflict between this faction and Abune Matthias led faction. Now, bank receipts are being shared as a proof that Protestants could be behind the split, that they are funding the splinter faction. Details for you. Firstly, Tigrayans speaking Ethiopian National Defense Force members were arrested and imprisoned when the war broke out between Tigray region and Ethiopian federal government in November 2020. Large number of ENDF members were arrested. No one knows where they are, how they are. In Jigjiga, reportedly, there are more than one detention centers where ENDF Tigrayans speaking former members are being kept in detention. And so far, international media is not being given access. Human rights organizations are not being allowed to reach these members. They did not participate in the war. We must be clear. These Tigrayans speaking ENDF members, they were never part of the war. So they were arrested mainly because of their ethnicity. They were Tigrayans, or they were suspicious that they could support Tigray forces. And though some Tigray news outlets are raising this issue, but we have not seen this issue taken up forcefully by Tigray regional government. And what about more than 70,000 Ethiopian refugees in Sudan who had to flee Tigray? They're mainly Tigrayans, or mainly from Tigray, you can say. They had to enter Sudan from Ethiopia because there was war in northern Ethiopia. No development regarding their return to. And Tigray regional government is silent. Who will speak for these Tigrayans who are suffering in Sudan, in Jigjiga, in other parts of Ethiopia too? Detention centers are in several places reportedly, and government has not shared their number. How many are they? Where are they being kept? No details, and people are suffering. They were deprived of their benefits because they were members of Ethiopian National Defense Force. Will they be restored? Will they be released? No one knows. Secondly, viewers, Ethiopian army A few hours ago shared some pictures from Guji. The army claims it has retaken two kebeles, which were under the control of OLA fighters. The two kebeles are in East Guji. They are Vadra and Harin Kalo. Harinkalo and Vadra kebeles in East Guji zone have come back under the control of Ethiopian army. Ethiopian army has shared pictures from these two kebeles, and pictures of some arrested alleged members of OLA are also being shared. And army claimed that in West Guji as well, this operation is ongoing against Shine. They call OLA Shine. Now, government claims that it is clearing the area on southern front in southern Oromia in east-west Guji. But just 3 weeks ago in Bolehora, which is in West Guji, hundreds of prisoners were released after OLA attacked a prison. Then another attack on a prison in southern Oromia. So 2 attacks on prisons in southern Oromia in the past 3 to 4 weeks. And then 2 days ago, OLA fighters stormed a prison in western Oromia, in Kalam Vailaga, Dambidolo. Again, dozens released. So can we say that government's pace of action against OLA can be described as satisfactory from government's point of view? Well, government tried to launch a major offensive against OLA. But I personally believe that this offensive could not be properly launched. Why? Because we saw opposition within Oromia. Dozens of members of parliament from the Oromia region of Ethiopia, they wrote a letter to PM and Speaker. They opposed the operation. They called for peaceful solution to the conflict. OLA also is in support of talks, but it wants talks under the auspices of third party. So operation is ongoing, no doubt about that, in southern Oromia, in western Oromia. But the force, united force behind this operation is missing. That is why we cannot say that OLA has come under serious pressure. OLA is not under serious pressure. That is why we're seeing jailbreaks, attacks on prisons almost on weekly basis. Thirdly, we had arrests in the Oromia region of Ethiopia, where after the start of conflict within Orthodox Church, arrests have intensified. Those church officials who are affiliated with Orthodox Patriarch faction, they are being arrested, they are being expelled from churches. Churches are coming back under, not back, churches are coming under the control of the new group led by Abune Sarios. And some of those who have been arrested are the ones who have been preaching in a Fan Oromo language, but they are loyal to the Abune Matthias group. Like Deacon Dase Zerfo has been arrested. He is executive member of Association of Saints and Preachers of Gospel, known for writing books in Afan Oromo language, known for preaching in Afan Oromo language, arrested. Then Obe McConnor, another Oromo language preacher, has been arrested. So they are those who preach in Oromo, but they've been arrested. Why? Because they're not supporting the new faction. It means that the war is between Oromo and non-Oromo factions of the church. Yes, language could be an issue, though the church 2 days ago said that Afan Oromo language was being used for services in Oromia. Fight is basically for control. This is fight for power. Church has political power too, you must not forget. So this is fight between Oromo and non-Oromo, Oromo and Amhara ethnic groups for control of religious institution in Ethiopia. Like they're fighting for control over political institutions, security institutions fighting for control on military, control on key positions in cabinet. Same is happening here. An artist was also arrested 2 days ago in Addis Ababa. He's in Oromia. I think his name is Falmata Kabada Magarsa. Singer, I think. And a few months ago, he was arrested. I read a video, I remember. Once again, he was arrested 2 days ago in Addis Ababa. Oromo singers are mainly arrested that they're accused of supporting Oromo Liberation Army, that they fuel conflict and that they oppose the government. That is what mostly they have been accused of in the past. For their social media posts, for their speeches, for their talks, they're arrested because some of them are supportive of larger, greater Oromia, independent Oromia, some support OLA. That is why they are arrested mostly in Oromia. Lastly, was pictures of a bank receipt are being shared to prove that Protestant church is backing the new splinter Orthodox church faction based in Oromia. Abune Sarios and two other archbishops made some appointments of 26 bishops a few days ago, which led to serious split within the church. And now it is being claimed that out of 26 appointees, one appointee received large sums of money from a Protestant church. Name of this bishop who received money is Abba Gebre Egziaber Tedale, and he received around 225,000 birrs from a Protestant church. Name of the church is Zetseat Apostolic Reformation Church. Apart from this piece of evidence, we have seen other reports too, that Protestants are behind this split, that Pentecostals are trying to divide Orthodox Church, that Yeshua and Jonathan, who've been preaching, they've been supporting, they've been backing, they've been predicting a split within Orthodox Church, and that it is an agenda on which they have been working for years. And some accuse PM Abiy that PM Abiy is part of the plan as well, and he wants to weaken Orthodox Church. So reports, rumors are being shared, but this is definitely a piece of evidence. Now, Abba Gebre Egziaber should clarify, why did he receive this money? Did he receive it, or is this receipt fake? We have not seen any statement from this bishop so far. Thank you for watching.